Sweden to lead NATO forces in Finland during peacetime. Former Business Finland employee charged with embezzling millions. 3 foreign-born men in Finland suspected of his involvement. Fatal construction site accident in Helsinki under investigation. Sweden is set to assume leadership of NATO forces in Finland during peacetime. Swedish Defense Minister Po Jonsson stated that Sweden will become NATO's 9th framework nation. The role of a framework nation is to plan and command NATO forces in the alliance's eastern border nations. Finnish Defense Minister Antti Haakkarinen expressed satisfaction with Sweden taking on this responsibility, as requested by Finland. Detailed discussions about the plans are ongoing within NATO and between the involved nations. Sweden is expected to send staff officers and troops for training. This move is seen as part of the long-standing defense cooperation between Sweden and Finland, which has been built over decades. A former employee of Business Finland is facing charges of embezzling millions of euros. Between 2011 and 2017, she is accused of misappropriating 4.4 million euros intended for businesses, spending it on private clubs, luxury vacations in France, jewelry, and home renovations. The fraud was uncovered when Business Finland merged with Finpro in 2018. Although she denies all accusations, she lost her job and has filed for bankruptcy. The case is still under investigation by Finnish police, and a civil lawsuit in the US remains unresolved. Three foreign-born men in Finland are suspected by the National Bureau of Investigation (KRP) of terrorism-related activities, including involvement with the Islamic State (IS). The alleged crimes took place in Helsinki between January 1, 2023, and June 10, 2024. One of the men, born in 1985, had previously been accused of forgery but was acquitted. He claimed to have been tortured in Russia in 2010 due to his ethnicity and arrived in Finland in 2012. Investigations are ongoing. A fatal accident at a construction site in central Helsinki has sparked public concern after a man fell into a construction pit and died. The incident occurred on the evening of Saturday, September 14, near Puutarhar Harkuzarlar, close to Kaisarni Ermi Park. Initial investigations revealed a half-meter gap in the construction site's protective fence, raising safety concerns. Helsinki police have launched an investigation and are awaiting a report from the Regional Supervisory Authority to determine whether there was any breach of safety regulations. A site overseer mentioned that the fence is often breached by pedestrians over the weekends, as the site is left unattended. The police are investigating the cause of death and whether any criminal factors were involved. Residents of Kaustinen are concerned about Keliber mining company's plan to dump arsenic-laden analcime sand over a 20-hectare area. Analcime sand is a byproduct of extracting lithium used in batteries, and the arsenic it contains poses environmental risks, especially to groundwater and the nearby Kehar River. Despite Keliber's assurances that the sand would not pollute the area, locals are still worried about long-term impacts and are demanding stronger preventive measures to ensure a safe and healthy environment. Experts warn that violence is shifting from the domestic sphere to public spaces, with youth-related violent crimes on the rise. Matti Narsi, a criminology lecturer at the University of Helsinki, and Termu Vokonen, a researcher at the Finnish Institute for Health and Welfare (THL), said that young people are the main perpetrators of violence occurring in public places such as shopping centers and squares. The experts stress that early prevention and timely intervention are crucial in breaking the cycle of violence. The Finnish government has decided that starting next July, technology will be included in the staffing ratios for elderly care homes. The decision was made following a budget meeting in September, but opinions are still divided. According to Professor Timo Sinervo of the Finnish Institute for Health and Welfare (THL), there is insufficient research on the reliability of technology or its potential to save staff time. Some technologies, like automated medication distribution systems, are already in use in Finland, helping to reduce staff workload. However, Sinervo notes that it is still too early to assess the exact savings and costs. Ethical issues, such as the use of cameras in elderly care, also need to be considered. The government's goal is to reduce staffing costs, but the impact of technology on care processes and service quality still requires further study. Tobias Aro Harmarki, 17, a student at Amistar, cannot enter school without a smartphone, as doors are locked for safety reasons. The trend of using smart locks is increasing in many Finnish schools following serious security incidents. At some institutions, like Tradu Vocational School in Tampere, students have been using mobile apps to open school doors since early 2023. Save Narzoki and Tarbas Tier are also planning to implement this system. According to Rohar Marki, while the app enhances security, it can cause delays if the system malfunctions. School security concerns go beyond threats or school violence, with broader risks being considered. The chair of the Finnish Principals Association, Antti Ikonen, emphasized that schools are increasingly vulnerable and need to be more prepared for serious risks. School safety has now become a major challenge. In recent years, the number of young women taking sick leave due to mental health issues has surged. One notable case is 24-year-old Zeni Mezet, who has experienced 2 major burnouts. The first occurred in 2021 when she was a student striving for high academic achievement, participating in many activities simultaneously, and taking 3 months to recover. By 2023, she suffered a more severe burnout and was later diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Her recovery took almost a year, during which she went through a period of deep depression. This phenomenon is not unique. Studies show that since 2016, the number of young women under 35 experiencing mental health issues, such as anxiety and depression, has significantly increased. This has created a substantial economic and social burden, highlighting the need for early mental health care for young people. According to research from Food Agency, the benefits of eating fish in Finland outweigh potential risks by a factor of 75. Fish provide vital vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases, some cancers, and support brain development. The average Finn eats around 200 grams of fish per week, but to maximize benefits, this should increase to 450 grams, with at least 200 grams of fatty fish such as salmon, herring, or muiku. However, some fish species contain harmful compounds like PFAS, which need close monitoring. The film Mummalar, directed by Tir Kovo, has been selected as Finland's entry for Best International Feature at the Oscars. Mummalar tells the story of 3 generations of a family reuniting for Christmas, where traditional rituals mix with family tensions and hidden secrets. Kovo expressed surprise at the nomination, as she did not expect her film to be chosen this year. Mummalar premiered in November 2023 and has won several international awards.